Real quick, if you're new to the channel, I did a previous live stream on this particular game, the Jedi Academy, the Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, and I run through the tutorial. So if you're interested in checking out the tutorial, I will leave a link in the description, and I will also leave a video at the end of this video, so you can click on it and check out how things are at the very beginning of the game. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, again, leave a like and subscribe. Hit that notification icon. That way you are notified as soon as more content becomes available, just like this. Welcome back to the Foul Scoundrel, and today we're checking out Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. Right away, you can tell this game is so like old school. Look at your surroundings. It really shows the age, right? The era in which this game came from. Level design's a little on the flat side. Heavy polygons. This is definitely not the Unreal Engine that we're used to seeing today, but I can tell you this game, lots of fond memories. Super easy to mod and edit. Super easy to play. Very intuitive. Really good storytelling, right? There's not a lot here where I can say, gosh, I wish they would have just told the story like this, or this doesn't feel like a Star Wars story. It really does, and I really like the fact they took it one step further, and that this is Luke Skywalker that you can interact with, and you can interact with the other students in the Jedi Academy. But here you're on a mission, and you're here because of a distress call. You're not sure what's going on, so you're here to investigate. And you're still a Padawan, you're not a Jedi, so this is a lot like Cal Kestis, right? So Cal Kestis being a Padawan, not a fully trained Jedi, kind of thrown into the mix of everything. And you have to find your way through this big facility. And there's a little clues along the way. You can check like this right here. You can hear the soldiers talking. They're up to no good. it's the Empire again, right? But this is Star Wars storytelling. This is the heroes show up. They're not sure what's going on. They see it's the Empire and like, oh boy, here we go again with the Empire. And what do? They attack. So you have your lightsaber. You have your arsenal of weapons. You're allowed to pack 2 weapons plus a utility weapon like a grenade, thermal detonator. And go to town on these guys. And remember, there are things everywhere. Like, this is a shield generator. If your shields are low, you can go up and hold down your use button, and the shields would replenish. There's health packs, med packs, all kinds of stuff everywhere for you to pick up along the way. So, if you're new to this style of gaming, you're not used to playing older games, it is not difficult. It's not horrible, right? A lot of games today, they kind of throw you in the mix. You're like, guess what? One hit, you're dead. Not very friendly to new gamers, but this, friendly to every kind of gamer. One thing real quick to mention is I am using a dismemberment mod. The game doesn't automatically come with the effect that you're going to take somebody out, right, with a lightsaber, and they're not going to get hacked up. That's the only mod I use, other than once in a while I'll put a cosmetic mod in to give it a Jedi robe. To give your player a Jedi robe. That is something the only complaint I have about this game, other than the fact it needs to be updated, right? I would like to see an Unreal Engine version of this game. My biggest complaint is you are a Jedi Academy student. You're a Padawan. You are in your street clothes. You show up and they're like, hey, thanks for showing up to the academy. Let's get you started. And there is absolutely no Jedi robes in the entire game. Nobody's wearing any. So it does lend to the fact where this is the New Republic, right? And Luke Skywalker is just forming the Jedi Academy along with Kyle Katarn, who has been the hero of this Jedi Knight series up until this point. I do wish that you could graduate to a Jedi robe at some point, but you would need a mod for that, unfortunately. So maybe at some point I will download a couple of mods and make it a little more Jedi friendly. but moving forward, gameplay wise, this is the best you can expect for first person shooters of the genre, right? Of the area. I'm sorry, of the era that this comes from. If you've ever played Dark Forces or any of the old Star Wars games, you know this is pretty much the standard. Another really cool feature that they have in this game is tripwires. You can have them yourself. You can equip them instead of a thermal detonator. But what I like is it gives you the option to take them out, right? There are a couple of places in the game, I'll warn you now, where there are tripwires and there's absolutely no way to take them out because the level design doesn't lend to you taking them out unless you have an explosive device. So if you do not have a thermal detonator or a detonation pack, you're not going to take out the trip mines in later levels. So it is really good that it shows in these earlier maps where you can take them out, because when I first played this game way back in the day, I didn't know that. So I was, force healing and running through it the best I can, and it would take me out. And I'm like, and slowly but surely I figured it out. But the level designs for these games are pretty much straightforward. There are elevators, there are outside areas, and that's what I miss, right? I miss this about older games, where you go outside and it is open areas everywhere. You can see almost halfway across the map. You can see if there are bad guys over there. A lot of the games today are really cool. And they're really big, I should say. Really cool in the fact that it is super massive and expansive. The only thing I miss about it, I take that back. I miss about the old games as opposed to the new games is planning ahead, right? You could take out enemies here from across, like halfway across the map, and not have to deal with them when you get over there. But you could do it from here if you planned ahead, right? If you played this before, or if you're the kind of person that's sneaky and packs a sniper rifle or whatnot, you could do that. In newer games, it's more centralized to the immediate surroundings around you, kind of keeping the focus of the player. It's a real sign of the times. So, but other than that, similarities to Jedi Fallen Order are just crazy uncoincidental, right? You can tell the same folks put the same almost exact thought process into that game as they did this one. And I think anybody who is a fan of Jedi Fallen Order will immediately recognize this game as almost the same thing. They'll look at it and be like, gosh, this is the same thing. It's just older. So come on, LucasArts, I should say. LucasArts, let's remake this game. We really need an updated version of Jedi Academy. Or better yet, I would love to have a Disney Plus series about the Jedi Academy. No, not like post-Empire, but after. Or I'm sorry, not pre-Empire, but post-Empire, I should say. After the Empire, the New Republic, where we can see the contrast between how the Republic decided to handle the Empire afterwards, kind of like they did in The Mandalorian, where you can see the darker side of the Republic. They're not all good guys. The things that the Republic did wasn't always the right thing or the good thing. I like how they have stations and little turrets that you can use. You can use heavy turrets that obviously all of the Empire uses, or bounty hunters that come after you. You can use all of those turrets. You can't use most of the vehicles. Later on, I hate to give it away, but later on you can use an AT-ST. Kind of like in Jedi Fallen Order, the AT-AT that you get to commandeer. You get to commandeer an AT-ST if you want. It's a choice. So you can go through the game and not ever use it. It's just a little thing they put in the game to where if you wanted to run through half of the map with an armored vehicle, you could. It is so awesome. When I get to that map, I'm definitely going to do a video on it. Real quick, if you're new to the channel, I did a previous live stream on this particular game, the Jedi Academy, the Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, and I run through the tutorials. So If you're interested in checking out the tutorial, I will leave a link in the description, and I will also leave a video at the end of this video, so you can click on it and check out how things are at the very beginning of the game. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, again, leave a like and subscribe. Hit that notification icon. That way you are notified as soon as more content becomes available just like this.
Someone there? Who's there?
We have you now.
And here is the last one for the map. Oh, I do miss, and I do miss playing these older games. I get a little nostalgic. Sometimes the level design does take you a minute to get through it. But I absolutely love the game. Fighting your way out, awesome. I mean, that was unexpected when I first played it. I'm like, okay, we got her done. We saved the day. We're trying to leave, and oh, guess what? Getting attacked again. And that is kind of, you know what, the norm for most of the maps. So moving forward, as soon as you finish an objective, that is not necessarily it. Just prepare to fight your way out. Prepare for that. Make sure you have enough health, and you're packing enough heat.
Sorry I never made it to Bakura. You seem to handle yourself okay, though.
This is getting more serious. We have been receiving numerous reports of a Sith cult called the Disciples of Ragnos appearing all over the galaxy.
can have more force power. I always have it, always use it, because you'll run into force users, and I'm telling you, they like to use those powers of force push, and if you have that on, it absorbs it and it doesn't affect you. It's only for like 20 seconds or so, but it is more than enough time. It'll save you in the future, trust me. But yep, this is the beginning of the next map. I'm not gonna do this next mission. I'll save that for another day. It is a platformer. It is not super fun. You're saving a merchant, and this shows you. It actually helps you look for things in a map, right? These first set of missions are like a big tutorial, so it helps you look for things on a map using the Force Vision. The Force Vision is one of those things. It highlights things that you can't see right in front of you. So if I'm looking for a part and I can't find it for the ship, I can use that and it'll highlight it on the map. And over on the map, I'm like, okay, it's over there. I don't know how to get to it, but I know it's right there. And at least it shows you the location on the map. But yep, that's it for this video, folks. Leave a like and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, hit that notification icon. That way you're notified as soon as more content drops just like this. And remember, folks, if it's from a galaxy far, far away, you are never far from a good time.